Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome to Russ Can't Fly. Oh, somebody's feeling a little sick. Oh no!
Perfect.
Okay, so I know you guys probably think, these in-between videos where I don't do any flying, you're like, dude, what's up with this? Again, aviation has so many aspects and a lot of things that people don't think about. But I'm so obsessed with this stuff that I think about all these little things constantly. And so one of the things that was on my mind the other day was, you know what? What if somebody starts to feel sick in the cockpit? This issue actually came up some weeks back. If you remember, I was flying some kids, and one of the things that came up is like, what happens if one of the kids gets sick? Remember, a lot of these kids that were flying that day had never flown in a small airplane before. So there was always the possibility that one of them could get sick. And what do? Now, the thing that's kind of crazy is I never really thought about that issue. And what's crazy about that even more, there was a time when I first came out here to Wings where I did a discovery flight. It was really windy and bumpy and all kinds of craziness. And my discovery flight ended up being a solid hour because it took the CFI about 3 or 4 tries to get the plane on the ground, just because the winds were shifting, and I think there was, might have even been some wind shear, so it was pretty bad. I gotta tell you, on that last go around, I was thinking to myself, if this dude does not get this airplane on the ground, there's gonna be some additional decorations on the inside of this airplane that neither one of us are gonna be happy about. And so when I thought about that, I thought about the fact that, man, people don't talk too much about what happens if people get sick in the cockpit. You see all these glamorous flight videos and people going up and all that kind of stuff. But have you ever wondered, what happened? What would you do? How would you prepare yourself? Now, here's what's fascinating. There are all types of commercial things that you can buy, air sickness bags, and I'm sure you've seen them when you've been flying commercially. But one of the things that was really interesting is that my sister, Lisa, just before I began to do the flights on that airport day, she handed me something and I thought, man, this is brilliant. And I thought, I'm going to share this with folks so that you can see kind of like a DIY air sickness kit, just in case you are in a rush and you just don't have any of those air sickness bags on hand. So let's go on over and I can show you what my sister Lisa put together. I think it's brilliant. And again, it's probably stuff you have in your kitchen, something that you could put together right now. And I think it's something that you should basically put together and just have in your flight bag. Just carry it with you, because you never know. You may be flying somebody who is uninitiated to general aviation and they feel a little queasy. So let's check it out. Okay, so the first thing she did was she basically has a larger Ziploc bag that has all of the contents of this air sickness kit that she put together. I think this is so awesome. So this is the first thing. So you can take a bigger Ziploc bag to put all of the contents. Now inside, what she did was she put some additional Ziploc bags, and those would be the ones that you would use in the event that you're not feeling too good. And she just has 2 of them, and it's just rolled up, and they were just inside the bigger Ziploc bag. In addition to that, what she did was she put some trash bags. And what's really interesting is these little trash bags, these are like the ones that you use for your little vanity trash cans inside your, oh, the wind is blowing, oh, don't blow away my kit. inside your, oh, it's beginning to rain. Yikes. Anyway, we're gonna keep going. The show must go on. Okay, so then after you've used one of your bags, then what you can do is you zip this off, and then she put in one of these scented trash bags. These are it's funny, man, it's wind. And you can use one of these scented trash bags that she put in here, and then you can put the used Ziploc bag inside the scented trash bag and tie it off. And then once all of the action is done, She put in this pack of antibacterial wet wipes. You can basically wipe your hands and you can wipe your face and, you know, just kind of move on with life. And so I just thought that, you know, this so simple yet brilliant and definitely worth sharing. Okay, so as you can see, that is very uncomplicated, and you know, this video is going to be pretty short, but I just thought that was something that'd be worth sharing because it's so simple, so easy to make. Now, of course, if you want to, you can buy air sickness bags commercially, but I suggest that if you're flying other people and you're flying people, even if people have flown before commercially, you just never know what kind of weather you may hit. Like today, it's warm, the air can be a little disturbed, it can be a little bumpy, and because of that, it can be a little turbulent. People can get shook up a little bit, and so you just want to be prepared. So small kit like that, you're going to buy some of those Ziploc bags anyway. Probably had those little bathroom trash bags around, and pack it. You can make that sick packet for, you know, what, $2-3, you know, something like that. But definitely have something in the airplane just in case people get sick. The other thing that I will say really quickly is I'm at Wings. I went into the FBO. Unfortunately, they don't have any left, but they do have these, like, you know, portable Johnnies, and they are awesome as well. I would say that you would want to have a couple of those on hand as well. Again, you never know. You're flying with somebody, they don't understand that, you know, 150 knots is great for us. They're used to more something like 350 knots flying commercially in a big 777 or whatever, and that is going to take a little bit more time, or you may have to divert, and while you're diverting and trying to figure out how to get down, they may have to go. And so of course, we all know that all of our general aviation aircraft do not have bathrooms on it unless you're in a Honda jet or something like that. And so probably would be a good idea to have a couple of those portable Johnnies in the bag with you as well. Now, I will confess that I do not have those. I actually came to Wings today specifically to buy some, to put them in my bag, and to profile them on this video. And guess what? They are sold out. And I am not surprised. So I'll probably just order some, but I would definitely recommend that you have some of those on hand as well. All right, so that's it. Again, I know people kind of say, Russ, I just want to see flying. Those are the better videos. I get it. And of course, I love sharing the flight videos. But again, this is about talking about and exploring all things aviation, and sickness and other bodily functions are all part of the calculus as well. So that's why I figured it'd be interesting to talk about this particular aspect, and, you know, put a video out. So promise next week we'll be going back to the flying. If you have a DIY product that you've put together for these types of issues, let me know. Put it down in the comments. Better yet, if you're a small business and you have something that you've produced that, you know, that addresses these types of issues, put it in the comments and share a link, and I'll make sure I send out a community post with that link, because these are the types of things that, these aren't the sexy things, right? But they are just as necessary. Just as, you know, you look at the Bose and Lightspeed and, you know, John Clark headsets and all that kind of stuff, you also want to be looking at who makes the best product for these things, because there's a couple things about those types of products that you want to make sure that they work well, especially if you have to use them and you still got some hours to fly, if you know what I mean. All right. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for following on this journey with me. This has just been amazing, and I thank you for the love and support that you've all given me. All right, with that, I'm out. Russ Kid, Russ Can Fly. I'll see ya. Peace.